up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Curse of the Crimson Throne, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure featuring these lovely and wonderful patrons of our channel. Everyone say good morning to the folks at home.
Hello.
Good morning.
Now,
Good
you'll
morning.
probably notice there's a little bit of a change here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. That is because we have a very special event happening this week called the Black Clover Week, where we are experiencing some very, very dark twists and turns that is going to be happening on all of my Patreon games, courtesy of some kindness and generosity that has come from our beloved supporter, McClover. And every single table is going to be enduring a little something extra for this week. So we have dubbed this week Black Clover Week, and we are starting with you guys. Aren't you all excited? Look at how excited my players are. Yay!
This explains what you were talking about early on.
What? No. Well, you know what? To give you guys a little bit of a heads up here. We do have some extra donations for you guys from our dear friend Marcus, who unfortunately is not here today. But we also have some bad stuff from Marcus. So, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got a whole bunch of things. But, before we get into that, guys, let's tell you about what it is we're doing. We are playing a tabletop role-playing game. This is a TTRPG in which I take on the role of the narrator, the storyteller, the arbiter of the rules, and, of course, the arbiter of consequences that my players, who take on the role of the protagonists of the story, happen to go on. Whatever they do, whatever they say, whatever they decide is ultimately up to the world to interact with, and that is how this game is played. My players will accept my prompts, deal with them, and I will decide how it all pans out. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You guys will be along for the ride, of course, interacting and playing and having a great time as always. But before we get into that, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors so that you guys can know how we do all this stuff, what keeps our lights on, and what allows us to continue being the amazing individuals that we happen to be. Boom, there they are. Right here. So in addition to my Patreons, these are my sponsors that help me keep the channel alive. Firstly is Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on stream here. Not only can you make these amazing artworks by being a subscriber for Hero Forge, you can also use these models that you can use their art program to do in order to make these like actual 3D printed models, which are amazing. They are available in 3D color plastic, premium plastic for those of you who enjoy painting, STL files for those people who like 3D printing, 2D acrylics because they actually look really pretty. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're freaking amazing. And of course, if you use VTTs like me, you can also purchase 3D models for things like Tailspire and Tabletop Simulator and stuff like that. So yeah, go check out Hero Forge and bring your characters to life now. Next up, of course, Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects that you will hear throughout the course of the games. You can hear lovely and amazing soundtracks, such as the soundtrack for a cockatrice, a evil rooster-like lizard thing. What does a cockatrice sound like, you ask? Well, it clearly sounds like this.
Sounds about accurate, actually.
There you go. It's like a duck cracking, squawking thing. But there you go. But of course, it's not just sound effects that it goes through, also creating a wide variety of amazingly fun ambiences with music and moods that set the tone just right, such as the mood music of, let's have a look here. Oh, I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones. The mood music of a dwarven fortress. As the heroes approach the dwarven fortress in the distance, they see its large and imposing stone structure rising against the mountains, the depths of the earth, and the thunderous noise of the roaring clouds above. It's amazing. It's great. So yes, all of these and more are available via Sirenscape, so go check them out. And lastly, our VTT of choice is Fantasy Grounds, because we do a lot of audience interaction stuff, and Fantasy Grounds lets me deal with it. There it is. Now, we are running a bit late, so if my players don't mind, I'm going to speed run our character introductions. So, Starting, of course, we have none other than Padrick. Padrick is, of course, an arcanist who is now a gunslinger, formerly as part of a school of wizards and witchcraft. He eventually was cast out after being framed for murder. He is the heir to a throne back in the town of Korvosa, where our heroes originally have come from, and has recently learned that his ailing family may need a new heir. This news has come courtesy of his beloved childhood sweetheart, who he has turned down, who may possibly have also been kidnapped by the evil queen. Things are going bad for Padrick, but he's in the wilderness, dealing with tribal Shoanti men while he learns about the secret of a long-dead dragon that may be controlling the evil queen and destroying the world around him. Then, of course, we have and this lovely character is being played by Twiff. Hi, Twiff.
Hello.
Next up, speaking of a noble person, we have another noble woman who comes from the Fey courts. This is Holly, played by our lovely friend Malakisa. She and her delightful dog Penny have gone out on a journey of discovery to try and figure out what it's like to be a hero, but along their way, things got shit. She got eaten a bunch of times, and things just continued to roll in that direction until eventually, during a plague that had been running rampant through the cities of Korvosa, Holly had to make a deal with the clerics of Asmodeus and indoctrinated herself into the temple in order to save a small orphanage of orphans. However, this was not the only deal that happened. Holly themselves, as part of their induction, were supposed to try and maintain several deals on behalf of the god of deal-making themselves. But after trying to get the one up and swindle her way through her very first deal, she unleashed 7 deadly, terrible calamities upon the city, each of which manifested in the form of a devil, which is now running free, rampant, and deadly throughout the city. The only way to rid the city of these devils is with a magical artifact, which is now in the possession of the Devil of Pride. Holly, however, has bigger fish to fry, as she is now also in the middle of the Shoanti tribe's land, trying to find out more about the evil dragon. Hi, Mally.
Hi.
You guys have been through so fucking much. All right, next up, we have Quinn. Quinn is an investigator from the city of Korvosa, one who is basically a part of the high society, the low society, the mid society, and everything between. She is currently just doing her best to try and maintain the integrity of the city, but has also come to the knowledge that one of her close allies, a man by the name of Venkalo, is actually the infamous vigilante known as Blackjack. After proving themselves time and time again, Quinn has been handed this mantle, being offered to become the generation's new Blackjack, as Venkalo has reached a particular age. And, well, Quinn is on a quest in the Shoanti lands while she contemplates how she can fill such big shoes. And this amazing character is played by our dear friend Aya Janasi. Sorry, I'm sneezing all of a sudden. Next up, playing the role of Dante is our friend Raikon, a kitsune. Sorry, Raikon is not a kitsune. Dante is a kitsune. Oh my god, okay, hold on.
Bless you.
Okay.
I spoke too quickly. I inhaled and now my sinuses are all flared up. Okay. Dante is a kitsune who lives in the forest surrounding Korvosa. His friend succumbed to the addictions of the drug type, and he has been on a long and arduous quest to try and avenge them. Along the way, he has met a group of friends and companions who have not only helped him, but who has allowed him to direct his energy towards more than just vengeance, towards being a hero, being the person that you need to be in order to try and keep the city and even the lands around safe and well looked after. Dante is a very, very supportive individual who heals and looks after everyone. Animal, plants, vegetables, minerals, you name it all. Dante is, this guy. And last for today, we have Agnes, played by our dear friend Laura Bones. Agnes is a Varisian woman who gave up the life of running on the traveling caravans in order to settle down in the city of Korvosa with her daughter. She and her daughter have lived in the city for quite some time and is vested in the survival of her home. Though she does still pine for traveling out in the wilds, she knows where her heart is, and it lies with a fisherman named Dan. This mystic, psychic, and incredible character is played by Laura, and is currently well, she'll be dealing with some stuff in today's episode. So we'll get to that. And sir, not appearing in this film is our dear friend Marcus, who plays Mercutio, a skeleton champion of Iomade? An excommunicated champion of Iomade, because Iomade does not deal with the undead. So no one knows what turned Mercutio into a skeleton or why. But Mercutio is currently going through a crisis of faith and is currently going to walk away from the group because they're not here today. So they're going to go and be like, my religion, and then off he runs. Look, he's not gonna run away. I'm just teasing. But yes, so that is Mercutio. All right, now, getting there. Actually, we made good time on that one. All right, boom, there it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as you know, being part of the Dead Aussie Gamer channel means that you here are an integral part of what makes this channel so good. We are so grateful to have you here and to be a part of the show, and we invite you, the audience, to come behind the GM screen and play with us, as you have a number of ways you can interact with the show. Firstly, just by watching, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time in order to claim a ton of rewards, such as inspiration, insight bonuses, little tarot readings, you name it. There's just a ton of stuff for you to be able to do. And you earn channel points just by watching. If you're a subscriber, you earn channel points a little quicker, which is always helpful. Then, of course, we have the monetary donations for those of you who wish to help donate to our various causes. Right now, we have hit our Gen Con goal. Woo! So we've got what we need to go to Gen Con, which is amazing. I do have another goal that is coming up. However, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to deceive you. That's not what Dead Aussie Gamer is about. If I do stuff, I'll tell you. Anything in excess that is made until now in that program is pretty much going to go towards spending money for Gen Con. Means that I might be able to go and have tasty food. Might mean that I can go and, I don't know, get a haircut. I don't know. Stuff. That's basically what I'm saying it's for. So, if you wish to donate generously, but always donate responsibly. Mwah, big love. Okay, so here are the donation things. Starting off with $5. For $5, you can donate a red mark, which is a hero point to our players, or a purple mark, which is a jinx point to me. Now, hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the game, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make things slightly more complicated, or have my enemies roll with advantage. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks of cards. This is your choice. Either a deck of plot twists, where a plot twist gets thrown into the mix, or a deck of heroic actions where you select a player of your choice and they gain a heroic action to use in today's session. Well, not today's session. They get to use it. It's like a one-off ability, one-off power. For $20, you can give someone the coveted golden natural 20, because why roll natural 20s when you can just have one? There they are. We then have, of course, our $50 donation, which is either a magic item of your homebrew design, a magic item that one of my players can decide, or a custom set piece that I design for a player of your choice. Right now, well, pretty much, yeah. No one's got a full set at the moment, do they?
Holly is one away.
Holly's one away. Yep. Cool. All right. So yeah, that's those are the $50 rolls. And then we have the $100 secret menu item, which has already been purchased by none other than Marcus the DM. So Marcus has already purchased your secret menu item. So I think I might leave it a secret because Marcus knows what it is. So there's that. But I will throw in another $100 secret menu item. I will throw one in. I'll throw one in. Okay. Let's just say that one of our characters has a nemesis. I can't tell you more, and I want to, but it is a very, very gripping nemesis. Someone with a very long-term, I wouldn't say grudge, but a long-term relationship with that character. And that character will be summoned immediately, regardless of the situation, at the $100 mark. So there we go. I think for today as well, we're going to try something, and I'm going to ask for Schooly Eye, who's in chat, to maybe keep an eye on it as well. Schooly Eye, if we can, if anyone would like to donate towards the $100 mark, then we will also open up that. So if you're like, oh, I want to work towards the secret menu item, cool. If you donate $10, we can put that aside for that. Now, the only trouble is the reason I don't do that normally is because obviously if we don't hit the $100, then you get nothing out of it, and I don't like that. But I've been told that I should try, so I'm going to try. Oh, that's okay. If you need to lurk, that's okay too. I'll have one of my players
Can I
do it as well.
donate to nullify donations?
I don't know if that's in the spirit of it, but we can talk about it. But either way, that's what we're doing. Oh, never mind. Schoolia just straight away unlocked from the secret menu item. He's like, nah, fuck that. Okay. Thank you, Schoolia, and thank you to Anonymous who tipped $50 to the chat. Okay, I need to know what you guys are donating so I can go through those. But let's start with one of the first basics. Okay, so first of all, Schoolia, Patrick, and Dante get a nat 20 and a card. Okay. So.
Oh, Schooly Eye says that was not the 100. Don't worry.
Oh, it wasn't the 100. Okay, I'm not gonna worry then. Okay, so Dante, Patrick. Boom. There you go. You guys get the nat 20s. And a card. Okay, plot twist card. All right, here we go. So, plot twist card for you, Christina, my lovely, lovely, and amazing dear, is gonna be pick a number between 1 to 3, and that is what we'll go. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle that. Boom. Okay. Okay. Oh, right, and I forgot to mention, Marcus has also come in with some donations pre-stream as well as gifts for you guys for today. So, Patrick, you will have another natural 20. And the only reason I'm doing this is because this is courtesy of Marcus, who is one of the other players who is not going to be here today. So, Patrick, you get a nat 20. Dante, you get a nat 20. And we will also get a plot twist. And something else, but, we won't remember that. Okay, 2. 1, 2. Oh my freaking god. All right. Lucky day. This is the Black Clover stream. The first Black Clover stream. You pull out the four-leaf clover? I mean, I guess. And Marcus, you get Away with Words. Okay, so those are our 2 plot twists. Given the board is already decked out, it's Holly's last gear set. Do a high or low roll to start the next gear set on high, or a boss buff on low. Ooh, okay. Well, instead of doing the high and low, I'm gonna do.
Is it gonna be do or die?
Do a do or die coin. All right. So here we go. Do or die.
I mean, that makes a lot more sense than you doing high or low.
Unfortunately for my players, that is a die. Which is very interesting. Because the secret of Black Clover Week is that there has been a boss buff. However, that donation there was also a boss buff. And Marcus, pre-game, also donated a boss buff.
Oh my god, you guys.
Okay. If
it was ever
you could just
stacked
tell
against
us you don't want
it
to
is
watch
now.
anymore.
You can just tell us you don't like us. Oh, well, look, there was a very, very good reason that I said it was Black Clover Week. There is a lot of stuff. There is a lot of stuff coming for a lot of different tables, so it is what it is. The dice have fallen as we go through. So, yes. Also, Jacob, good to see you. Yes, you have come in at a good time. All right. Well, look, let it not be said that I am not, at the very least, an entertaining individual. So you will have a great time with today's session. But, of course, that all starts here in the Cinderlands. To the north of the Varisian countries, stretched out across a blighted landscape, fraught with rolling hills and dried, desiccated plains. This is the Cinderlands, home of the Shoanti barbarians, a tribe of humans who have lived here in peace for, well, as long as they can remember. They have little trust of outsiders, their kind being the remnants of slaves who were once captured by the Thalassian Empire, but since the fall of the Empire, have learned to live in harmony, though there are those who would still seek to take their lands from them, or use or abuse their people for their own purposes. Our heroes have come to the Cinderlands seeking the aid of the Shoanti. After all, Korvosa, our hero's home city, is not doing well in light of the Queen and her rising power. This comes thanks to the Crown of Fangs, an artifact made from the bones of an ancient and dead dragon, supposedly an enemy of the Shoanti tribes, which is what has brought our heroes here. They seek aid and information about how they may best the dragon. After arriving at the Skull Clan, they spoke with an old friend, Thousand Bones, whom they had helped a few weeks ago. Thousand Bones spoke on their behalf, but the Shoanti tribes have their ways. In order to have the support of the council, especially with the very, very xenophobic Axe Clan, our heroes needed to prove themselves worthy of being part of the clan. And to do this, there are a number of trials that they can endeavor to complete. The first trial that our heroes are undertaking is the trial of the Thrall Keeper's Mark. Journeying to an ancient temple belonging to their old enemy, our heroes must go and find and receive the blessing of the Thrall Keeper's Mark. It's more, kind of like a passage of courage, I guess, as a right to prove that a warrior can stand against some incredible horror from their ancient past and come back unscathed. En route to this location, our heroes are accompanied by 4 tribesmen: Nalmid, Ahalak, Shadfrar, and Hargev. These 4 Shoanti will prove as witnesses to your completion of these tasks and will guide you to where you need to be along the Cinderlands plains. But if your first journey has not come easy, and already danger lurks as you have wandered into a large pit. And inside of this pit is a small pack of leopards.
Can you share them up with me? For some reason I didn't
Of
get it
course
on
I
there.
can. Just bear with me for one moment while I... There we go. All right. Now, you hear the Shoanti tribesmen as they start to yell out an alarm. This alarm is not just for you, but for any in the area, to alert them that there is an ambush at the ready. These fire-pelt cougars lurk around the edges of this pit. You have very little recourse. If you go back the way you came, they will be upon you. And those of you who fall and straggle will get caught by them. If you confront them, you place yourself in a bottleneck and eventually place yourself firmly against the wall of that little canyon there. Or alternatively, if you try to climb around, you see that there are a pair of these leopards waiting in ambush. I'm going to give you guys a moment to react before we jump into initiative. So, for now, however, the scene is yours.
we've seen them slinking about on the edge of this like little wadi or whatever it is, this canyony.
You have indeed.
Yeah. Dante,
Yes.
do you solutions?
Well, depends on if I can try and reason with them, but there's a good chance that we won't.
They sound hungry, don't they?
I mean, we could ask them what they want. Maybe they just want some snacks.
That's my concern.
Toss them some snacks that aren't us. I don't know.
All right,
I think
Dante.
it's worth trying to reason with them.
Do you want to try and reason with him, Dante?
Yes.
All right, tell me what you do.
Being affected by the beast staff, he will be able to speak with them.
All right.
He is going to try and see what they are wanting and see if we can gain safe passage.
All right, Dante, you step to the front of the group. And as you do, they all look upon you. What do you say? That's a little too spooky. I'm gonna change the vibe. But yeah, what do you say, Dante?
That's why I explained myself, because my brain is like,
Sure. Tell me your mood.
Not uncommon to be around threatening creatures.
You're
so
trying to
he'd
keep
be very calm about it.
Alright. You're trying to keep like a calm demeanor.
Yeah.
Alright. Approaching cautiously, Dante approaches and says, "We only wish to get past. We do not want to fight." One of the cats sort of rises and moves, its body almost like liquid across the desert floor. "You may not wish to bring us harm, young morsel, and rest assured you will not. But we can't sit idle and allow such a tasty feast to come into our very home and leave. After all, we do enjoy a little sport, but from time to time, we do enjoy when meals come to our very door."
So, Dante, what did they say? They're gonna let us go past?
No, it does not sound like they are going to.
Well, all right. Worth a shot.
They'll say, "However, there are quite a many of you. And even if we were to slay each and every one of you, we'd only require half. Leave half of your herd here. We will ensure their deaths are quick."
And now they're asking to only leave half of us here.
Yeah, that's not gonna
That's
happen.
not acceptable.
All right. Well, We tried to be gentle with them.
All right. We're going to go into an initiative. All right. So initiative has been rolled. Quinn.
I would like to looking at the one that Dante was obviously conversing with, devise a stratagem
Mm-hmm.
for a strike with my crossbow.
All right. Very well. So devising a stratagem. Quinn, as you begin to sort of figure out how this is going to work, 21 is your devised stratagem. Who would you like to target? I would say that Leopard 1, which is the one down here on the bottom, is the one that was talking.
That's the one I would like to target. I draw a green bolt from my quiver.
Mm-hmm.
One of my new purchases.
Yay!
Woohoo!
And it is a tangle bolt. I load it into my crossbow, and I will take aim. So
All right.
before I roll the damage, I need to know whether 21 would actually hit him.
It will absolutely hit.
All right. So with the tangle bolt, though, and I apologize, a learning moment for me.
It's okay.
Does it do the damage of the bolt as well as entangle the creature, or does it just entangle it?
It will just entangle it.
Oh, well, then never mind. I'm going to actually just hurt it.
Sure. Shh. I know. Shh.
Fair.
There we go.
Are you speaking with a cat?
No, the my alarm went off.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you guys couldn't hear it if you didn't.
Did not.
Audience probably did.
Nope.
All right. So the bolt does 22 points of damage as it howls in pain from the shot.
So then, following up on that, so I will take another shot at him, and this time I will use the tangle bolt.
All right, very nice.
See if it works. Oh, I need to reorganize my windows a little bit so that I can roll on the creature. Come on. Oh.
Nat 20! Now, unfortunately, you don't do any damage with this this attack, but
That's okay.
But in return, I'm gonna give it no saving throw in the next round to break free. It's basically just a very potent bag. Roll, give me a number between 1 to 5, so we can give you a crit card.
3.
1, 2, 3. Let's see. With a mama thing, that's not gonna work. Oh yeah, this creature is afraid. Actually, no. Oh, this one's a better one. Knock back 10 foot. So yeah, as it's hit it with enough force that it's knocked it back and splattered it against a rock. So you've pinned it up against the rock back there.
Splendid. Thank you.
All right, Padre, you're up next.
Sweet. So that guy has been taken out, so I'm gonna go for leopard number 6.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I will take aim with my Jezzail, summon a bullet into a chamber, and I will whisper to it lightning and do some lightning damage
Done
as
and
my
done.
fulminating shot. So here we go.
All right, a solid hit as the bullet flies and manages to strike true.
Right, and this is the first time I get to use my new impactful rune on this. That does 34 points of damage.
All right, the first of the fire pelt cougars goes down.
And that's it for me.
All right, Holly, you're up next.
Okay. Holly is not liking the look of any of these leopards. Ew. She is going to first cast Inevitable Disaster on leopard number 4.
All right, very well.
And do I roll the d4 or do you?
I'll roll the d4. There we go. Oh, no, try again. 2.
Okay, in 2 rounds, something's gonna happen, probably physical, to that leopard. And that was 2 actions, and I can rip the spirit with a single action. Let me see. Yep, I can do it. It's just reduced damage depending on their save. So I'm going to rip the spirit from leopard number 5.
All right. That is a critical
Yes.
failure and double damage.
Yes. That's not double damage.
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
It's
Never
dying
mind.
anyways.
Never mind. We're good.
And
That
also,
was, that was-
also, if you have a look carefully and read what it says, it actually does say double damage. Do you see that says
It does.
damage 40 down the bottom?
Okay, I thought it was just gonna roll the dice, but yeah, it does. Okay, cool.
All right. And that cat is gone. Okay. Which then brings us to Dante, who is not grabbed.
Oh yeah, because of the last game. Seeing how quickly they are going down, Dante is going to try and reason that if you don't want more of your pack to die, it would be best to run.
Ooh, nice. Make an intimidation check with advantage.
You know what? I'm gonna if that fails, I want to re-roll that.
The DC is 8. The DC is 15.
Oh, okay.
All right, that is a success. You have intimidated them. However, I need you to make me a perception check. Actually, you know what? No, don't even give me a perception check. You are going to play Away with Words. This plot twist, courtesy of our lovely chat, you know that there is something else here. These cats aren't behaving normally. Like cats, they will hunt down single prey, they will ambush. But these cats seem desperate, and more importantly, they seem already afraid of something.
Alrighty.
You have 2 actions remaining.
I was gonna use a spell, but then I noticed it's a 3-action one. gonna move forward. And then cast Electric Arc.
Ooh, okay. All right, it fails as your lightning arc flies out and hits one of the targets nearby.
And because the other one is within 30 feet, it also has to.
All right, it fails.
Oh wait, I wouldn't have been able to attack because I had to move. Crap.
Because you had a what?
Action economy.
Sorry, what did
Because
you
I had to move, and that's a 2-action thing, so I wouldn't have been able to do anything after moving up.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So I don't do anything. Except move forward and get ready for whatever is coming at me. Wait, I could, dodge action. Or whatever. Defense or whatever. As last action.
Okay.
don't
You
remember what it's
dodge. Well, it's kind of like you're just protecting yourself more than anything else. All right. At this point, we then go to who's next?
Don't forget to remove their damage as well.
I will indeed. Next, we go to Mercutio, who is going to step in front of you and take a protective stance. All right. Done and done. And after Marcus, we go to Nalmid, who is going to run backwards and try to protect himself. Before we come to Agnes. All right, Agnes, it is your turn.
So this bit that Nalmid's just ran up, is that an embankment or an escarpment, or is that just like a...
It looks like there's like a... So he's hiding behind this rock here, but this area here looks like it's the way out. Like, it looks like there's a cliff face that like rises upwards behind where you are. But also a path that leads to the west, kind of through that little chasm there. I'll draw a line to it. I'll draw a little thing to it. So over here. Gil?
Alright, okay, yeah. Agnes is kind of just going, oh no, 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 I don't like this, I don't, no, no, no. And she's kind of just, she's gonna scoot away, like from wherever she can see, where, like in the direction she can't see any rabbits, basically. She's gonna try and scoot. But she doesn't want to get too far away from everybody, because then she kind of totally gone her road, but she's just gonna kind of scoot.
Sorry, you're speaking super soft and I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, she's just gonna like, she's just going, no, 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 this not, no, no, I don't like this, no, no, no. And she's gonna try and school, like, away from the direction of the creatures that you can see over there.
All right. So you're gonna use your actions to do that?
Yeah, but she's not gonna go too far because she doesn't want to lose sight of everybody, because obviously she's scared. But
make a will save on that one. Because I see the logic in it, but sadly, fear and panic don't go hand in hand with logic. So let's make a will save and see if you have that foresight. Let's see, what is the DC? You guys are what level? 8? 7?
9.
9.
Okay, there you go. All right. Unfortunately, that is not going to be enough here. All right. So I'm gonna let you do it again, but you're gonna be using 2 move actions to fully move away. So from where you were, what's your move speed? 30 foot?
25? 25.
25? Okay, so you get to there. And your second action will get you to here. So we'll
That's
move
cool.
you
That's
just...
behind a rock. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, perfect.
Alright, and I'll need one more will save.
Hiding behind a rock.
That is a third fail, and we're going to keep moving.
Alright, she was just gonna crouch down with her hands over her head, just going, no.
Oh yeah, you can. But behind this... Well, let's say that rock. So behind that rock instead. So yeah.
Wrong thing. Hang on.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay. I'll get rid of these.
Character, because that
There you
was
go.
terrible.
Alright, so Agnes runs. And as you do so...
I don't feel I've ever really seen Agnes just run away. You've seen her like position herself carefully or like back up, but she's just like no, and she's gone.
Which is kind of funny because if I remember correctly, Dante did change into a cat at one point.
A cat, yes. But this is very different.
Well, yeah. Well, I should say large cat. I don't remember specifically which one I chose.
Doesn't matter, she knew that was you.
And that doesn't
That's
make
fair.
a difference. Alright. However, as you make your way through, we then go to the leopards, who begin to make their way 5, 6, 7. Agnes, you have run into you've run into sort of like a very, very dense area where the leopards have surrounded you. They begin to encroach upon you. And as they do, your eyes begin to... You begin to panic to a degree. And that is where we are going to shift gears ever so slightly. Agnes. Hi, Agnes.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to give me a number between 1 and 5.
3.
3. Very well. Because we are going to be busting out a very different type of deck. This is not a plot twist deck. This is my flashback deck. So we're going to create a flashback scene, you and I, Laura. Yay! Also, welcome in, J-Kid. Thanks for joining us. All right. What was your number? 1, 2, 3?
Correct.
All right. Our prompt for this story is Opportunity Lost. All right. We find ourselves on an old road, traveling by wagon along the forest. There, Agnes is riding in the back of the wagon as the trail winds around the cliff faces along the shores of the coast of Varesia. As you are traveling, you are struggling to breathe a little bit, even though the air is fresh and there is, of course, a sweet smell of the summer blooms in the air. You are very late in your pregnancy with your daughter as you are traveling on the back of this wagon. Can you... We'll give you the lead on this, because also I don't remember your husband's name. So if you could also describe your husband as he is traveling with you, that would be amazing. Oh, sorry. I think that was a little bit lower. A little. I think you're still
It's
super
called
soft.
Dern. So I was just muttering to myself. I couldn't find my notebook that I had things written down.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry.
So my husband, name is Dern, and he's like of similar coloring to Agnes, and he's not necessarily, he's not too tall, but he's very well built. He's very wiry, and just fit. There's no ounce of spare, meat on him anyway, kind of thing. And he's always alert to like his surroundings all the time. But even so, he's still got his hand like rested, even if it's subconsciously, like on Agnes's knee as he sits next to her, even though his eyes like are constantly scanning his surroundings.
All right. Won't be long now. Just a few more days. And then we'll be able to have a proper rest. Are you doing awake, my love?
Oh, I'm just a bit tired, you know how it is, but I'm okay, really.
I don't know how it is. After all, you've been doing all the carrying for the last few months. Isn't that right? And you watch as he sort of places a hand over your stomach and whispers sweet nothings to the young child that you are carrying. You hear the sounds coming from the front of the wagon. All right, we're here. Not too far now. You'll find Sandpoint just over the ridge. Keep following the road here and you should make it before sundown. Riddleport ain't a place for folk like you. So I'm gonna wish you all the best. Hey, thank you, sir. A couple of silver exchanges hands as he pays the man on the wagon. Sorry, what was your husband's name again?
Dern.
Dun. Dun grabs hold of his pack and yours as well, and sort of places a arm around your waist, and holds you as you wave farewell to the guy on the wagon. As you begin to walk, he starts to talk, reminiscing. He sort of goes, I never thought that we'd ever be like this, What the family would think if they knew that we decided to settle down.
That's true, but well, it's dangerous.
Okay, sorry, Laura. I'm gonna need you to either turn up your gain or speak closer to the microphone. It's like super quiet.
See if that...
And I've bumped you up as much as I can on my side.
Okay, is that better?
Oh, much better. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Okay. All right, yes. Yes. They'd probably think we're mad.
Oh yeah, no, I can imagine the look on your mother's face when we told her, "Oh yeah, no, don't worry, just take my child away from everything that we know and love, Well, fuck Desna, right? Yeah. She'd never let me hear the end of it."
I know his face takes on a wistful look at the mention of Desna, but and then she just kind of looks down and strokes her belly, and a determined look crosses her face.
He does notice this, and as he does, his sort of expression sort of softens a little bit, realizing he kind of put his foot in his mouth a little. He says, "Don't worry. Look, I'm sure that she'll get to know her people in time."
Oh, I'll definitely teach her the ways.
Hey, we both will. After all, she's gonna grow up and be just like her dad, isn't she?
Well, I hope not too much.
Have you thought of a name? I like Alice. Hey, my aunt was
Maybe.
Alice. That being said, she was a
What's-
fierce eater, she was.
Hang with the shrill voice. I don't know about that.
Aye, yeah, she had a shrill voice, but, okay, fair enough. What about, what about Holly? Remind you of the wilds and the wanderings?
It's all prickly.
Hey, they're sweet, but they can be prickly, I guess, now that you mention it. What's your daughter's name again? I forgot.
Justina.
Thank you. What about Justina?
Oh, Justina. Well, I quite like that.
Justina.
Kind of grand, but not too grand,
Aye. And if it turns out she becomes a wee lad, then we can call him Justin.
That's a fair point.
You both laugh as you make your way downwards. Can I get you to make me a perception check, please? However, we're going to give you a negative 8 on this, because technically you're level 1.
Ah, yes.
Oh, a natural 20.
What?
Fuck, okay.
Mama's
Never mind.
trained eye. Mama's
Boom.
trained eye.
All right. As you are traveling, something seems wrong. A chill lingers in the air. And tension suddenly rises. You feel like you're being followed in the woods by something.
Agnes will look to Dern because generally he's normally one to spot things before she does. And then just say, do you feel that? Like a wee tingling on the back of your neck.
He turns around and has a look. Aye, get behind me. He reaches into his pouch and pulls out what looks to be a short sword. All right. Listen, you whoever you are. You best be leaving us alone. We're no helpless. And if you want a quick feed or if you want a quick whatever, then you found the wrong place for it, lad. Rustling in some bushes. And then suddenly, something leaps out. It's a bunny rabbit. Which, well, there you go. It's just a wee, all of a sudden, jumping out of the bushes, a figure spreads blood all along the trail behind you. The rabbit makes a tiny, mournful yelp before it is caught, grabbed in the jaws of a large creature. The beast you see before you is a large, lion-like cat creature. One moment, let me see if I've got an image here. I do not. So let me make one real quick. 2 shakes. There we go.
That should be canon now. The bunnies herald all Black Clover events.
Oh yeah, sure, done. Okay, this is the creature you guys see. All right. Your husband stands in front of you, but unmoving. All right, Agnes. No sudden moves.
That's bigger than anything you've faced before.
Aye. But if we run, you'll have us.
Hmm.
I'm gonna lure the way.
Don't leave me.
He takes his sword and he places it in your hands. Okay. Anytime you want to, alright? I'll find you again. Just keep on the road. Head to Sandpoint. The creature finishes its last few crunches of the rabbit, red staining its brilliant white mane as it turns to face you. Agnes?
Agnes is just kind of like holding the sword out in both hands, like in front of her. She's not using a sword, a knife maybe, but not a sword. And she's just kind of like trembling, really. But, again, she looks down and determination crosses her face once more. For her or him.
He looks at you and says, for us, for our family.
Aye.
The lion corrects itself and moves, staring down the small family, when suddenly he turns and he runs. Your husband runs forward, but then immediately darts to the right. As he does, he manages to barrel roll underneath the giant gaping claws. The creature kind of follows him with his eyes as he turns and scratches, reaching down. As he skids around, his back is now facing you, Agnes. What do you do?
The lion or the
lion's back is facing you as your husband sort of slipped underneath its claws as he swung around.
Oh, this is a tough one. I don't.
It is a flashback, but it is, of course, your entire decision as to what you would like to do here.
I think she probably will try to maybe like swipe at it. I don't know how effective she would be.
All right, just roll a d20 for me.
Like I
Just
said,
makes it angry.
All right. So, Agnes, I hate to point this out, but we have a rule, a house rule, in fact, regarding 320s.
Oh, yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is your second 20 in a row. I need you to roll me another d20, please. Because
Can't be this crazy.
this might change the flashback very quickly. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Jesus.
Could you imagine this flashback origin story? Suddenly it's like, oh yeah, no, I've actually got no problem with cats. It's actually because it needs to, cats like stoke my blood rage, and I murder every cat in like the next 100. I am known as Agnes, the Cat Slayer. All right. You lunge forward, and as you do, you dig the sword deep into its hind quarter. As you stab it in, the blade goes in deep, and the lion turns, The blade snaps, and you are thrown backwards as the lion now faces you.
As she like falls, she'll desperately try as hard as she can to like land on her back, and she'll have like obviously her hands around her. You know what I mean? She'll
Yep.
just try not land on her stomach, kind of thing.
All right. As you do so, the lion begins to try and make its way towards you. It's not crawling. It's not walking slowly. It's basically, you watch its muscles coil as if it's ready to pounce. As it does so, all of a sudden, from behind, you hear, "No!" As leaping onto its back is your husband with a rock in his hand. You watch as he takes it and he bashes this creature in the face. It begins to shake left and right. One of its eyes has been smashed as it throws him to one side. It begins to charge, chasing after your husband. He moves and ducks into the bushes. And he disappears. You hear the sounds of the roaring and the battling. Agnes, what do you do?
I was muted, sorry. I think Agnes kind of just sits there like on her rump, just heavily breathing for a little bit to get her wind back. And then she kind of looks around to try and get her bearings, because they were told the direction that the Sandpoint was. And she's come from a traveling background, so I'm assuming she would be reasonably easy to gauge direction.
Oh yeah, easy. You can straight away hear the sounds of the coast near Sandpoint. And you can even, like, along the road itself, you see a signboard, which would be on the outskirts of the town. You're maybe about, like, 600-700 meters away from the town.
I think she takes a couple of steps towards the direction, like, the creature went. And then I think, like, she feels, I don't know, maybe the baby kicks or something like that, and she feels it, do you know what I mean? And then she stops. And she'll, thinks, and then with like a big sigh and like a wistful look behind her, and probably a prayer on her lips to Desna as well, she heads in the direction of the town as quickly as she can, to see if maybe she can rouse some people to go out and help and try and hunt this creature down. Which is assuming they don't want a big lion roaming around near their town either. So that's what she'll do.
All right. About an hour or so passes. You find anything? Not yet. Well, keep it up. You see about 20-30 people from the town of Sandpoint moving around in the rain. As they do so, they are searching. Every now and then they pass by a tree with scrape marks on it. The rain making it very difficult to track anything. Agnes, you are there being comforted by what looks to be a priest of Desna, a man by the name of Father Xantus. He says, Don't worry, my dear. I'm sure they'll find something soon. You don't have to be out here, you know.
Oh, I do.
Very well. Then, if you'll permit me to accompany you.
If you want.
He holds an umbrella over you and your daughter.
I don't think she notices. She's just peering into the dark.
And as you peer into the dark, there's a peal of lightning overhead. And in that flash of light, you see the creature's eyes. The creature's eyes staring back at you. You hear some people murmuring. We're not gonna find this guy. Are you kidding me? Why are we out here in the rain? Shut up, man. Look. Jazgaman got him, okay? We're not finding a body. I said shut the fuck up. They continue to search, but there is never a trace found. All right. I would like to give inspiration to our dear friend Agnes. Thank you for coming on this journey with me for your backstory flashback. That was very good, and I hope everyone enjoyed the little backstory side piece for that. Get emotional now.
Okay,
Ah!
bring the mood back up again now.
Fucking do this to myself. Okay.
Hey, if you can't manage that, it's not good storytelling.
Okay, yeah, that's true. All right. Where is... There we go. All right. Now, Agnes. You are surrounded by these cats. And although none of them are anything like the one that you dealt with, you can't help but have all of those emotions suddenly broiling up to the surface. That feeling of helplessness. That feeling of loss. The Shoanti barbarians, Shadla, Alak, and Halgriv are next. They pull back. Now here's the somewhat shitty thing. I say somewhat shitty thing. They kind of circle around each other and look after themselves. They are very clearly observing you. Though they are friendlier than some of the other Shoanti tribesmen, their job is to simply escort you and guide you to these places, not to keep you alive. And that is exactly what they're doing. Which brings us to the top of the round and back to Quinn.
Sure, make me all misty and then every be all savage.
Yep, that's it. Now you gotta switch gears and beat the shit out of some cat. Well, I mean, if anything's gonna wind you up to beat the crap out of some, like, you know, leopards and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
Like Quinn's just
We're
sitting there
done.
crying. I don't know why, but fuck you.
So,
All right. Oh, sorry. Just to recap as well and bring everyone back into pace. Let me do this properly. All right. Sorry. I'm skipping some steps as a GM, and that's on me. So, back in the middle of the field, in the heat of battle, you can still hear people shouting about there still being the leopards around you. Dante, doing his best to try and make them afraid, kind of gets a sense that something's a little off. But Quinn, this is not the time for that, as your crossbow bolt is fired and managed to pin one of these leopards to a rock nearby. You realize that there are still a few on the ridge. You did notice Agnes running back, and as they did, you also noticed another leopard jumping from a higher rise behind where she'd left and is now following her from behind. You do know Agnes is quite a capable individual, but you've never seen Agnes run before. With your investigator sense and your ability to, what's the get a clue one? It's like the notice something out of the ordinary, or
what? That's odd.
That's odd, yeah. With that in particular, you realize that though Agnes could probably, you're seeing how tough these guys are, Agnes could probably take these dudes, but something something is odd.
So this one that's following her, is it
It looks the same
this
as
guy
the
right?
others. for
Leopard
sure.
7?
Oh yeah. There's a leopard 7. Yes. Yep. You do not. You as a player know that there's leopard 5 and 6 that are like on the other side, but your Quinn doesn't know about them.
Right, but I see Leopard 7 stalking her.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take a bead on Leopard 7 and try to shoot it with my crossbow.
Oh, I saw that. Fuck you. But that's still a hit.
Okay.
I sort of like slide on the 20 for like a little bit and then tip
It
over
was
to the
brutal.
2. That's so mean.
Yeah.
I hate when dice. I hate it when digital dice do that. Like, how dare you? What audacity? You are a random number generator, you cunt. What kind of fucking sliding bullshit thing that you have on your dice needed that to stress me out that little bit more?
It's true. It's not cool.
It's not cool. All right. Sorry. I had my little
It's
rant.
for the sake of realism.
It is. That's very true. It is very realistic.
So 8 points.
8 points of damage. All right. The piercing attack hits the back of the leopard. It was not expecting it. I mean, it's still your turn, so I mean, you could shoot it more, but yep,
Does it make a noise? Does it turn about?
It does make a noise, which does draw Agnes's attention. She is aware of all 3 of these leopards now, in case she wasn't previously.
All right, I'm going to use. Gosh darn it. These things were expensive. I'm going to use another tangle bolt.
Ooh, okay. Make your attack.
I can collect these afterwards, right? Say, come on, man.
I would think so because we do have Patrick, who is a crapster.
Ooh, that is a miss.
Not
You do have a ton of hero points and some nat 20s.
All right. I'm going to use a nat 20 on that.
All right. Wow, okay. All right, with a natural 20, as you load this crossbow bolt, it fires off with reckless abandon as it lands directly behind the front leg of the leopard. Deal your critical hit.
Well, it's the tangle bolt. So it.
Oh, it's the tangle bolt. You know
right,
what? Fuck it. Do damage.
Yay. I like this dag. Where's this dag been?
Oh, this dag's got stuff coming, so I mean.
So he's being generous right now.
Yeah. All right. 12 points of damage, and it is now embedded in place as you've wedged it down and into it. So the damage is what's going to effectively be the crit card on that one. But yes,
Okay,
the Tanglefoot
perfect.
bag has webbed it into place. All right. The leopard did not like that, and the ambush is foiled for the most part. You do have one last action if you want to take it.
Going to take it to say, Dante, I thought they were going to leave. Find out what they're afraid of.
Dante?
That's my job.
Yeah, I will wait for my turn.
All right. Oh, well, you can still
Do
say
that.
something if you would like to say to
Yeah.
Quinn, I mean.
I'll try.
All right. Patrick, you're up next.
Adrig mutters they should be afraid of us. And did he notice Agnes
The other leopard?
bolt as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, but not in the same way. You saw Agnes running
Right.
backwards, but for you it could equally be that Agnes has, like gone to get higher ground or things like that. You
Right.
don't notice that there's anything wrong with Agnes. And the only reason I'm doing that,
Right.
and I will let you know in advance, the only reason I'm doing that is because for me, I like to validate stuff like the something's odd abilities and stuff. So
Oh yeah,
something,
yeah.
like you did notice she's gone. You noticed that she moved, but you didn't really get ascertain as to the motivation behind it.
All right, I don't think anyone's messed with Leopard 3 yet, so I'll see if I can take him out.
Yep, no, Leopard 3 is
Um,
on full hit points.
And lightning seemed to do the job last time, so let's stick with that. So we'll take aim, summon the bullet into the barrel, whisper lightning for fulminating shot, and
All right.
action 3 will be shooting. And let me just find, here's the right gun. Yeah, I'm gonna hero point that natural one.
I am
I
going
find
it funny.
to, and I am going to jinx point it to counter it.
Ugh.
That's the funny
Right.
thing. It's a nat 1, but it's only a miss.
Maybe. Oh yeah, it is not one, but it is only a miss. That's true. All right, let me get rid of that.
All
hero
right,
point. Let me
so
get rid of that hero point.
I
for you.
hero
There you go.
pointed, you jinx pointed. Can I hero point again?
No.
Oh, shoot. Fine.
No, you can't. Marcus! We've got so many boss buffs, Marcus! Okay, I hope that's a magic item, for your sake. I mean, I don't know what I'd do with a 4 buff thing. It hasn't even shown up yet. Okay,
Or some heroic actions. Who knows?
maybe some heroic actions, maybe some nat 20s, who knows. All right, Patrick, that is your full turn to take that shot. Holly, we then
And
move to you.
miss. Damn it.
Yes, Marcus? How can I help you? How may I be of service? Chicken butt.
I'm waiting to see what Marcus says.
I kind of am too. Marcus, what do you want, Marcus? Oh, thank you for the donation, you amazing and delightfully chaotic human.
He's probably still typing whatever it is.
I know.
Yeah.
Christina did what I did. I said chicken butt.
I
Like
know.
another
hi.
boss buff. Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Oh, Marcus.
He just wants all of us to die, and his character.
No.
is alive.
Yeah, no, but just remember payback. Payback's 8.
Yeah. You have a
I'll
game
get you, Marcus.
that we
I'll get
can
you.
do on you.
I'll get you and your little dog too. All right.
Oh,
Okay, I've got it.
they want
yeah.
they said they're kidding, and they want Quinn to start their magic item set.
Oh god damn it. Okay, fine.
Aw.
I was literally
take it all
building an
back,
encounter just
Marcus.
then. Okay, fine. All right, sure. All right, Quinn's item. Okay, Quinn, I have a question for you. I've got a choice of things for you. For you, it'll either be stuff towards the vigilante and blackjack elements of things, or given the nature of where we are, we could lean on the Shoanti side of things.
I would say because the blackjack stuff has a sort of a limited window of usefulness, I'd rather lean on the Shoanti side of things.
Very well. This one's going to be nice and easy for the first magic item, because the first magic item is going to be the war paint that you already possess. However, your prowess in battle has started to invoke the power of an animal. And I want you to just write this down. I want you to write down Hunter's Shifting Edge for the war paint.
Hunter's Shifting Edge. Got it.
Now, basically, by applying the war paint at any given time, you will invoke the spirit of an animal. Now, in Pathfinder 1st Edition, because we're playing 2nd Edition here, but in Pathfinder 1st Edition, the Hunter had the ability to grant themselves a series of buffs based on the animal that they were invoking. So if they, had the hawk or the eagle, they would get better eyesight. If they had the bear, it might improve their constitution, like bull strength and that kind of thing. So your paint, based on when you, as you apply it, which will take an action to apply, will give you a buff akin to one of the hunter's shifting abilities.
Okay, cool.
And you don't need to be the one to use this either. You can apply it to other people. The pot that you have is a magic pot, and it contains, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with it. It contains 10 charges per day, and each charge will last 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. You cannot stack different symbols, so you can't draw a hawk, then a tiger, then a frog. You have to pick a symbol for a person. But you can have multiple symbols active. So if Patrick has an eagle, and then Holly's got a fox, and then Dante's got a butterfly. I don't know. Whatever. You can apply it. You can apply it to multiple people, but no one can benefit from the same thing more than once. Cool. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I haven't got a name for it yet, but I think we'll just call it the Shoanti Magic War Paint for now. I'll come up with a name. All right. Holly.
Okay, so I did Inevitable Disaster on Leopard 3, correct?
That is correct. And I believe it is the second round after you cast it, or on the second round?
On the second round. So nothing happens this round, it'll happen next round.
Correct.
Leave the leopards alone, my friends. Leave Leopard 3 alone. Holly is actually going to take an action, pull out her crossbow, and shoot. Let's see which one. She's gonna shoot Leopard 4.
All right. With your crossbow, you fire at Leopard 4.
Hang on, I'm moving my map around. Sorry. Let's try that
That's
again.
all right. That is a hit.
I will take that as a hit. Holy cow. Okay. All right.
Can I just say I love the freaking tribal music?
I really like it too.
Why did that not go on him?
I don't know. Did you put it on him?
I did, but it's not doing the thing.
The damage?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Weird. Let me try. If you don't mind.
Yep.
You're using your crossbow?
Yep, which should be 3d8.
Why is it 3d8?
The rune that I couldn't get to work.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. Okay, and you bought that rune at Kayamaga, right?
Yep.
Okay, yep. 3d8. There we go. There we go. Done.
Oh, yay. Fantastic.
Fuck you, Fantasy Grounds.
Damage.
What the fuck? Where is this bullshit when I'm fucking rolling? God damn it. Well,
I mean, technically, you are rolling. Thanks.
Well, with max damage, that leopard is gone. It is an ex-leopard. It is pining for the fjords. It is... It's gone. Done and dusted. Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, actually, sorry, if I may pause for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me introduce you to a wonderful and amazingly talented TTRPG content creator. This is, oh hey, it's Gina, aka Gina. Gina is like, this is one of the people that I have wanted to roleplay with for such a long time. A absolutely powerhouse spirit when it comes to role-playing. I've had the absolute pleasure of getting to see them time and time again over on their Instagram, their TikToks, and the like. You don't have a Twitch channel, which I've just found out. But if you want to leave a link to your Insta and stuff like that in chat, please feel free. But guys, please welcome Gina. Make her feel at home here at the crypt. And it is so good to see you, my friend. Mwah. Enjoy the show. Right now, we are in the middle of a battle in which a group of leopards or fire-pelled cougars have ambushed our heroes. They're doing pretty well. However, the leopards have introduced some past trauma from our psychic named Agnes. She lost her husband to a big cat attack when she first moved to Sandpoint, and she's dealing with some stuff right now. So there we go. All right. So Holly, our cleric of Asmodeus Fairy, has taken her first shot at the leopard in front of her, and one of them has been felled by your blow.
Yes. And
right.
my other question is, I thought Leopard 5 also died to my Rip the Spirit.
No, there was a new Leopard 5.
Oh, there's a new Leopard 5.
Yep, it's over by the ambush.
That's
It's Leopard
exciting.
5 Part 2.
Leopard 5, Part 2. All right, you have 2 more actions left. Again, Pathfinder 2nd Edition gives you 3 actions in a round. You have shot your crossbow at this one, leaving you 2 more.
Actually drew the crossbow, so that was my
Oh,
first
you drew
one.
it? Okay, yeah. So you drew your crossbow, you fired it. Last action, what do you want to do?
Let's shoot Leopard 2 and see if that works.
All right. Easy done. Redirecting your aim, you fire at the second leopard. As your bolt flies through the air, it wounds it as it strikes it in the leg. The leopard roaring menacingly as you've made your attack.
Should have gotten you to roll that one.
No. All right. After Holly, we then move on to Dante, our Kitsune druid. As Mercutio is in front of you, your champion, he kind of is still trying to protect you more than anything else, but the leopards can still hear you and see you very clearly from their vantage point.
What do you have to fear more than us?
Ooh, make a diplomacy check as you ask that question. Because this is a good one.
Sorry, had to add an extra bonus because of the wild empathy stuff from the staff.
Oh yeah, no, by all means. All right.
I'd like to use a hero point.
Sure, you may use a hero point. And thank you, chat, for the donated hero points.
Cool. Well, looks like we're getting.
All right. The creature looks to you, and the leopard speaks in a tongue that only you can understand. If we do not bring prey, then we become prey. And death at the hands of man-made weapons is far better suited than having our very essences devoured. We will bring food or die trying. As they say these very ominous words, Dante, even though they are leopards, 100%, they're not shapeshifted druids, they're not awakened or anything like that. These creatures believe that if they do not provide food for their pack, for their clan, then death is a better option than failure.
Just make it even more ominous music.
Yep, that was it. That was the point. Well, that was one action to chat with them. What do you want to do next?
Dante will let the others know of what's going on.
Okay. Anything further, or are you just keeping them updated?
He will use Tanglefoot on number 2.
Oh, nice. All right. Pick a number 2, 1 to 5, as your Tanglefoot bag lands a critical hit.
I think this is
We'll
to
go
make up
with
for the terrible ones
3.
last session.
I know, right? All right. What was your number between 1 to 5?
3.
3. Okay. As it has done so, you have blinded it as well. So you've cast Tanglefoot, and as you've kind of created this green, sticky, verdant, viscous liquid, you've flung it in their direction, and it has struck it across the eyes and the body as it embeds it into the ground and blinds it at the same time. All right, Mercutio, again maintaining a defensive posture, continues to keep a weather eye up. As he does so, make a quick check here. Mercutio doesn't notice anything out of the ordinary. Yes.
That actually lasts because Tanglefoot is a cantrip, so it levels up with what my highest spell levels are. The effects last for a minute.
Okay. Very well. So, as the you made me lose my train of thought. Damn it. Okay. So, it is entangled. It is still in.
Mercutio noticed what?
Right. Mercutio noticed absolutely nothing.
He lost his train of thought. I was gonna see if I could like sneak one in there.
The Shoanti barbarians create a tight huddle, circling around each other to protect themselves from all angles, which they thus far are. However, we now return to Agnes. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. There we go. Agnes, we return to you. You are surrounded on all sides by these large cats. Your hands tremble. Cold sweat drips from your face.
She's quite terrified. But I think she's going to try and dig deep because she's encountered some terrifying things since she set out on this journey. Not least of which was talking to that damn vampire. That was supremely terrifying as far as she was concerned. And I'm trying to think of other instances. There have been many. Watching the queen get shot in the head and then her pulling it out again, that was equally also terrifying.
You also fought the daughter of Urgathoa, the scary woman with the scythe for an arm that was poisoning people. The Leucodemon,
Indeed.
the creature in the vat that, plagued everything.
So I think although she is part of her is supremely terrified and also stuck in this kind of half memory, I think just the experiences she's had over the rest of the time, will battle against that to try and fight down the panic and help her teammates. So I don't know if you want a will save or just want us to act or what.
I think you described that beautifully, and because you also gave a ton of examples of where this bravery was displayed, you do not need to make a will save. You may take your action as normal.
Okay, but still, on from that, she is full of a lot of pent-up
hostility.
Emotion and hostility and everything like that as well.
Sure.
And, the last thing she saw in the vision kind of thing that you described was the eyes of the creature shining, seeing the eyes of the creature. But I think then she just kind of thinks of her daughter's eyes, and the first time she saw those, and then her husband, sorry, to like in that look kind of thing, and she's just kind of just like, no, not this time. And she's just going to release a pulse of psychic energy.
Nice.
Shut down my character sheet.
You got so emotional, you closed your character.
Right, so Synaptic Pulse, the 30-foot emanation. Do I drop the save just on all three of them, or can I drop it within a 30-foot emanation?
No, you should be able to. Yeah, well, there is a way, but I'm not going to teach you how to do it right now.
Alright, okay, we'll just, so 1, 2, 3.
Did they? Oh, okay, I thought they all rolled 13 for a second. Yeah. All right, all 3 fail, and that is full damage. If you want to drop it into the chat, I'll apply it to all 3.
Okay, so it's not damage, it's a stunned. So they're stunned 2, all of them. So I'll just drop the effect on. Doot. Now, maybe you can explain this to me slightly. Because it says, a save, they're just stunned. A fail, they're stunned 2. A crit fail, they're stunned for a round. Like, I don't...
Oh, so stun only removes 1 action.
Okay, so if they're stunned 2, it removes 2 actions, and if they're stunned for a round, that's all actions. I got you. Thank you.
That's the one. All right.
Right, so they're stunned 2.
The leopards. Now, this leopard is going to attempt to break free of Quinn's thing. It critically fails. It gets trapped even deeper. Nope. And nope. All right. Leopard 1 does not manage to break free. Leopard 2. This one is the one that has been stuck by Dante. No. Hey! On his 3rd attempt, he breaks out. Leopard
27 is a DC.
Oh, he doesn't break out. Oh, well, okay, well, shit. Okay. This leopard jumps out and rushes to try and bite Dante. However, Mercutio steps into the way. And the creature misses. And he's going to try again. And will critically miss. I will draw a random card. Here. All right. That is not going to apply. Let's try that. Negative 10-foot speed as it attempts to bite onto Mercutio. As Mercutio uses his shield, blocks it, and forces the leopard back. The remaining leopards can only take a move action as they move closer to surround Agnes. However, as they do, they turn their gaze upwards. And in a moment, you hear it is soft at first. Then,
oh no.
Suddenly, the sounds of a deep and powerful.
It's Steel Anima Cat, isn't it?
The 3 leopards around Agnes retreat. And for a moment, Agnes, you want to join them. Atop the ridge, near where Mercutio happens to be,
is it procedurally just getting louder?
yeah, it's getting closer. On the ridge, crawling out over the lip is a giant lion with a white mane and a scar over one of its eyes. The leopard's ears fold downwards, their tails drop between their legs. The Shoanti tribesmen fucking run. And you only hear a single word that they say, and Agnes, because they're running in your direction, you hear them say it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jazgaman.
Oh, thanks. We'll just bring all the trauma.
Well, I mean, this is like what? Boss buff number 3?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So boss buff number 1 was like, oh yeah, cool. It's a little stronger. Boss buff number 2 is like, ooh, okay, little spicy. Let's make it a different creature. Let's make it something bigger and tougher. And boss number 3, I'm like, I mean, without killing you guys, I decided boss number 3 was absolutely going to be that massive trauma.
Just punch Agnes in the hot box, why don't you?
I will. But before I do, the leopards, as I mentioned, are trying to retreat. As Jazgaman leaps down, the leopard tries to run, and there is an attack of opportunity. A swiping claw does 48 damage and rips that leopard in half. And meanwhile, the other leopard that Dante was dealing with begins to run. Quinn, you notice something odd. You notice that the side of the body that the scar is on cannot take attacks of opportunity. So, you might want to write that down for fun facts, because as these individuals leave, Holly.
Yes?
Have we given you all of your set pieces currently, the ones that you are owed?
I've got one more that I just got today.
Okay.
Last one.
Very well. As you're looking around, the Shoanti tribesmen, as they have left, seem to have left that last item on the ground. Now, what was it? Was it you've got the shoes, or you don't have the shoes?
Hang on. 2 shakes while I go through my notes.
That's okay. We've got the blip coming in a second. But the lion, after having killed that leopard, lets loose a roar, and I need a will save from everyone except for Agnes.
And could you tell me what side is the scar on too, while I do my will save?
Yes, it is on the creature's left-hand side.
Thank you.
Alright, Dante is fine. Holly is...
Ah yes, and there goes the blip. There's the guy holding his head.
You're back.
And we're back. Looks like everyone died.
For the folks in
thank
chat,
you.
everyone is saved but Padraig, who's considering taking a hero point.
Yeah.
Dag is on a call.
Considering it, or are you just gonna straight up do it?
No, I'm gonna straight up do it.
That's what I figured.
I rolled a 2.
You say that, and your first thought is, surely to God I can do better, but your next roll will be a 1.
There are a lot
I mean,
of large
that-
boxes in this place that we can tag and drop on its head.
It is the only way they could do worse is rolling a 1.
That happened last game, didn't it? Patrick used a hero point and rolled lower than his initial roll.
It happens more often than I would like.
I swear it was just
Or
last.
the other thing that happens is you roll like, oh, I rolled a 3. I'll re-roll that. Ah, it's a 4 now. Yay.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
annoying.
it just goes one up.
Yep.
I like this music though.
I don't like
This
what
count
the
as-
music does.
Does this count as hold music?
No. Michael usually hums the girl from Ipanema for that.
This is Matrixy kind of music, which makes me think the boss is gonna be bad.
Well, look at him.
Considering that there's been 3 boss, I'm gonna say yes.
Well,
I
and I
have
mean-
a freebie I could do that I have been
He's
holding
got-
since getting it.
That's good, but he's got a 26 modifier on his claw attack, and the damage was 3d8 plus 24. So yeah,
He hurts.
Good thing I have heal spells.
like he could roll a 0 and still hit me.
Well, if they roll a 0, oh yeah.
Yeah, if he rolls a 1, he still hits me.
He would hit my AC if he rolled 1.
Yeah, if you hit the AC, that's a success, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's a,
It's
it
at
just
least
hits.
not a critical succeed.
Ah, he's got to roll a 2 to hit me.
Look at you all smug.
Yeah.
But no, I have a freebie that I can do.
Let's all gang
Potentially
up on the...
Take care of this.
Okay, sorry about that. I had a call from work. Okay, so what was I doing?
So I was hero pointing and I was waiting for you to come back before.
Very
me to
well. Hero
reroll.
point it is. All right, Patrick. Hero points. $24. That is a success. All right, and Mercutio has failed. If Marcus wants to use a hero point, you can let it be spoken now, and I will remove it. Otherwise, Marcus, you get frightened 3. Although actually you're a skeleton, are you immune to fear? Let's have a quick look.
I
a good
believe
question.
he is.
That you think he is? He is immune to fear, or he's not immune to fear?
I think he is, but
Okay, no coward. All right, let's go with a hero point. He's not immune to fear. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, normally mindless undead might be, but he's not mindless. So, all right, let's
Plus,
do that.
I mean, he's not exactly a very good snack, to be fair, is he? I mean,
They'll chew on
he's gonna
bones.
pick you.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
He's out
that'll,
afterwards.
yeah. No, that'll do it. All right, with the hero point, boom. All right, everyone has managed to stave off this frightful roar. You stand shoulder to shoulder in an epic moment as you face down this creature. You do not know what it is, you do not know what it wants, but it embodies violence in a primal sense, staring you down. This is old. This is power. This is hunger. And for the sake of it, for drama, Agnes, we're going to end with you returning to the others as you catch a glimpse of the lion. And that is where we're going to end today's session. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed the first of our Black Clover games this week. Again, a massive shout out to everyone who donated today. Holy fuck, we had so many donations come through. Now, guys, remember you do have your spare nat 20s. I think I gave everyone. Is that correct? So
Wait, what?
Baron 20s? What?
did I not give you? No, I didn't give. No. Did I give someone a spare nat 20? Maybe I didn't.
No, it
It was
should be.
Patrick and
Should have 2.
Yes,
I can't remember
Patrick.
who it was now. Patrick and somebody.
Patrick and
I want to say it was Patrick and Dante.
Yeah, I
Hold
thought
on,
so
I've got it
too.
here. I've got it here. It's Patrick and Dante. Yes. So Patrick and Dante, you still have an extra D20 as well. Now I don't normally give 2 nat 20s to people, but because it did come from Mercutio, who is an absent player, I am willing to have given that to you because it is, in my mind as a fellow player, that's, very kind of Marcus. And by the way, yes, thank you, Marcus, for your very kind support and donations. And I feel like that's a testament. It's like when a player is willing to do that, to look after his team, to look after his party, I would be a mean GM to turn around and say no, you can't. So that's why. But as for my audience members, I am not letting you stack fucking nat 20s on my group. Hells to the fucking no. I cannot deal. I'm trying to avoid Patrick one-hit killing everything. All right. All right, guys. Well, for those of you who joined us for the episode, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. And you can see it a number of times during the week. Guys, be sure to catch us out on all of the cool stuff that we do on the schedule. There it is. Boom. We have, of course, the game that we've just seen, which is our Monday game. We have Wednesday, we have Reign of Winter, but we also have another game over on Careful Cantrip on Wednesday morning, Australian time, so Tuesday night for the folks at home. We also have Extinction Curse on Fridays, Dag versus The Walking Dead on Saturdays, and of course Gatewalker on Sunday. So be sure to check in all of these games because every single one of them is doing a Black Clover episode, so this is going to be real fun. I had a great time. I'm really glad that we had the fight with the leopards. We got to see some of the cool stuff there, and we had that amazing scene with Laura and that flashback scene. So I'd like to just give a small round of applause for Laura for bringing us another story that was super well done. I'm very, very happy and super
Thank
impressed.
you.
And yeah, it was so good. It was really good. And I think it's gonna build up this next fight in such a good way. I've got plans. Got so many plans. And and we didn't even get to the secret menu item from this week that was supposed to happen, which Marcus is still going forward, so that is still a thing. We've got that all planned out. I've got
And the Lucky Clover.
and the Lucky Clover. Oh right, the Lucky Clover. Dang it, I didn't do that. All right, please can I get one of my players or even Schoolie if you want to put that in chat, just to remember that we do have the Lucky Day card still in play. And I will give that to you. And what Holly's item was? Oh yes, Holly's item. What items does Holly have?
Oh, actually, I think I already have all of mine. I think that piece should go to somebody else because I have in my notes. Hang on, once it's loaded.
You should have dagger,
Yeah.
gloves.
I have the cloak, the vest, the boots, the bracers, and the blade.
Yeah, so you've got all the stuff.
Those are the ones that I have. That's the full set, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the full set. Yeah, that is the full set. So your full set is done and dusted. And you've got your set bonus as well?
My what bonus?
Your set bonus for having all 5?
Completed set lets me disguise myself at will, step through shadows,
Yep.
even ones I can't see. Yeah.
Cool. There's that one. Sweet. All right. Who donated the magic item? That was
Marcus.
Marcus.
Isn't it?
All right.
Hmm.
So that's easy. We'll have a chat with Marcus and then we'll place that elsewhere. We'll figure out where it is. Oh no, Marcus donated for Quinn to get the paint thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
All
Scully,
right. It might have been Schoolie. Either way, we will find out and we will either come back next week and sort that out, or if whoever donated that particular one to Holly, let me know in chat or let me know in Discord, which we will Discord it up here. We'll square it off for sure.
What's Discrod?
Discord.
Hmm.
It's the Discord, Boom, Discord. All right, guys, this is amazing. This was so much fun. Let's now say farewell and go and raid some of our amazing friends. Who is out and about in the world of the Twitchiverse right now? Let's see. Who is doing stuff? It was me. Send it to Quinn. All right, Quinn, you get the second Shoanti piece. which is going to be a lot of fun. Let's see.
Lord Gasimba is on.
They are. I'm actually looking at these guys. They're called Misadventures in D&D, and they're playing Pathfinder.
Fun. Well, that is a misadventure.
That is a misadventure. That is. Oh, you know what? Let's go see some homebrewing stuff. We haven't. Oh, Phoenix is out there. Ooh.
Oh,
so
he
many
is.
people.
Yeah, Phoenix is.
All right, let's go see Phoenix. I haven't seen Phoenix in a while.
Yay.
All right, Phoenix Iwaki, ladies and gentlemen, playing Tomb of Annihilation. Let's go say hi. Let's go send some love. Phoenix Iwaki is a dear friend of ours. He is probably one of the most generous DMs that I've ever encountered. He supports so many good charities and content creators and people who create in the space. Please give him all of the love as we go and send our raid their way. Guys, you're amazing. You're wonderful. You are valued here at the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. And as always, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks!